Hi, everybody. How are you doing? I'm Dr. Gail, and this is Terry of Holding Your Space. Thanks, Terry, for joining us today.
Yeah, thanks for having me on.
And I got Susie in the background. She'll be watching the chat and highlighting the questions that are coming in. And let's see who all was here. I was breaking up before. Am I still breaking up?
You are crystal clear.
Okay, good.
Immediately, your guides came in and got you all fixed up.
When we started talking about chakras, they came in and go, this is an important message. But let me say hello to some people that are here. Hey, Damaris, glad to see you. I know you've been popping in and out a little bit lately, but happy birthday coming up. I see 60th birthday's coming up. But hey, Jill. Hey, Annie Bear. Hey, Juno. Let's see who else is here. See, Ethnicity. Hey, Ethnicity. Hey, Ginger Sky. Hey, Trancing with Spirit. Hey, Dream Journey One. Thanks for joining us today. And let's see who else. Hey, Cheryl. Fine in Phoenix. Hey, thanks for joining us today. Who else is here? Hey, Janet N. Hey, Rossi. I see we got some good questions coming in too. Hey, Patty 73. Hey, Cheryl. Hey, Laura Hammond Davis. Thanks for joining us. I believe you must be new. Is that one of yours, Terry, or is that somebody new? Laura Hammond Davis.
I know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks for joining us. And hey, Akila B24. Thanks for joining us. And Trancing with Spirits. Oh, and I believe Terry Holding Your Space is here. I wonder who that is.
Where'd she come from?
Hey, Alyssa. Hey, Lottie B. Hey, Laurie Hutzinger. Hey, Jules, Learning to Listen. Thanks for joining us today, everybody. We're having a lot of questions come in. And there's Susie 007. I wonder who she is, too. Behind the scenes. It's going to be in the chat. Hey, Liz Daly. Let's see who else. Hey, everybody. Thanks for joining us today. And we had a behind-the-scenes discussion that we will continue. It seems like always. Oh, hey, Pogo. That's a great name. We always seem to have before our shows a deep conversation before we go on, and then that's what we end up doing our subject matter. Before, when we were talking, I was in and out, and I didn't know if I was going to be able to do the show today. I thought I was going to be sitting back and letting Terry do it because my computer wasn't allowing us. But then as soon as we started talking about, in the chakras we were talking about, a computer cleared up. So I think they wanted us to talk about that. Anyway, so Terry, do you want to start off with that?
Yeah, we were talking about the new chakras that are coming on. So as we go into 5D and, solar flares and we're more aware of our light bodies, we're more aware of our who we are as divine beings. We light up new energy points in our field. So we have, and this lines up with a lot of what Dr. Gail is getting into. The Solaris chakra, which is in front of the crown chakra, which is white and gold. And then my guides always, or have also showed me that we've lit up our high heart chakra, which is in between your heart chakra and your throat chakra. And it's rose quartz. So it's pure love, joy, and wonder, Ananda. And then they're showing us an awareness chakra, which is like the diamond light chakra. And that's just right above the third eye. And that is like a diamond sutra, which is a Vedic sutra. And it's like Moses got when he went into the desert, Eckhart Tolle, I think is how you say it. He also received that one day, right? And just all of a sudden he was enlightened. If you talk to a lot of seers, they have received this. And now they're showing me another one back here, just above the medulla oblongata, which is about remembering. So all different colors. And I loved what you had to say about it.
Yeah, I came on, I was asking Terry about this. I said, but first I dismissed this, but they kept showing me this, and it's me when I'm walking. They're showing my body with all my chakras lit up, and there's several more in my body. But the most interesting part is I have a big ring about my head, about this big, that's rotating around, and it has all these different chakras, probably at least 12, and they're little and big, and they rotate while I'm walking. So we were asking questions about it. Did a chakra come in front of me? Was it the most important thing at that time? And it was yes. So I think a lot of us are probably doing this. I'm not sure why I'm the one that's recognizing it right now, but there's probably, at least 12 chakras that are coming in above us on a ring. And what's most important, it'll be coming up in front of us. Like you were talking about the Solaris. For me, that Solaris probably comes up and then it rotates. And I have shown the one that most prominent on me is this one, is the one that is this color, who's a larger one, but must be important for me right now that shows up. But I think it's really interesting how our chakras are changing. And I think some people's colors are changing, and we're just getting extra ones here.
Yeah. So as we activate our light bodies, we have of course, our physical form, what we perceive to be a physical form. Depends on who you ask. Then you have your auric field, which has a lot to do with your emotions and how you're feeling in the moment. And then outside that, you have, like, I envision it, your light body as a hologram. I don't know how you see it, Dr. Gail, but like a hologram outside us, kind of like the light grid around the planet. And it's kind of wavy, and it moves with us and kind of dances around us. But I feel like when you were talking about that, I could feel like, you're always creating a new alternative universe for yourself. You're going out literally, you're going out in the universe. Yeah. and we're all divine creators. We all have that spark inside us. And that's part of what this high heart chakra is. It's also the seed of life from the universe, our divinity. So as you're doing that, you're already creating this field. And I feel like this is where we're headed, is that it feels like kind of a sombrero of light going around you when I envision it.
Mine looks like a hula hoop going around my head.
Yeah, the hula hoops that the kids use at the festivals, right?
Yes,
yeah.
But on the light body and the light body, I have two different ways I go out. And my astral body, when I leave my body, I go out traveling, and it's more of a research, have fun, learn something. But when my light body goes, that's actually physically going out there and doing some work. That's like when I go up on the spaceships, and that's when I'm going out on different planets, and I'm actually there in that light body form. And sometimes when I do go to these different planets, I do put on a different body, like a well body or a body that's appropriate for that planet. And so I can talk to them or be with them. But otherwise, when I'm going out to the astral plane and things like that, that's usually my light body, because I'm going out there and just having fun, or, laying out there watching the moon and the planets. But otherwise, if I'm going to work, I am using my light body.
That's so interesting. So when they perceive you as having this different body, or you take on this different form, do you feel like you're a walk-in at that point, or are you creating energy around you to create that new body?
Well, that's a great question. But, the first time that I didn't recognize I was doing it is they rolled in a rack of, like, how a rack of clothes will roll into you. And it was a whale body hanging there. And I zipped off my human body, hung it up, and put that whale body on. So that's how they showed that to me. So I'm thinking it's just my light body just taking on the form of, that's when I also realized I must be a shift shape. I can't even say that word every time. Yes. And, so I'm thinking that's probably more what I'm doing. I'm able to go on these planets, my light body, and take on the form of whatever's there and communicate with them. So I'm thinking that's really what's going on. Because there have been times I've also, I know people who are probably new to this, I had my dog who started going with me probably she started out traveling with me. It was my white German Shepherd at the time. Her name was Moon, and that's the name of this channel, Skywalking with Moon, because that's what we started doing. We were skywalking with my dog, and we were going in our light bodies. But anyway, and I have written a book about this, and we are in the process, and it'll explain all of this. And also my old videos will explain a lot of it. But she eventually passed away in her form, showed up with me in that plane as turning out she was a shapeshifter. And she could go from a big Wookiee, white Wookiee, to a human, to a dog. And so I realized that she did that. Anyway, she turned out to be my pilot of the spaceship. So I can go on and on about it because I know everybody's going, oh my gosh, this girl must be crazy. And I did think I was crazy in the beginning. I used to think I had a brain tumor. I kept going to my friends going, I need an MRI. And then finally I accepted it all. I went, okay, if I'm going to go out this way I'm going to go. I couldn't ask for a better life and better information. But wow. Yeah, so I went way too far on that light body and astral traveling.
That's amazing. I find that so very interesting because we are all creators, and I'm sure that a lot of times we know that there are galactics and star beings amongst us, and when we walk, angels in particular, right? Mm-hmm. When we're walking down the street and we see them, when they smile at us and they notice you, right?
Yes.
Yeah, yes. They know who you are, and it's so beautiful. So that makes so much sense to have that. I want a rolling rack of like different bodies too.
Yes. Yeah, you should have seen me going, I'm going to take this body off and put that on. But it was wonderful. I went swimming with the whales, and that's why I was going to get information. That's how I fit in with them.
Wow. Yeah. Wow. That's amazing. Yeah.
Oh, my dragon. I've seen Moon in several forms, but never in her Wookiee form. She is fun to talk to. Yeah, she is a lot of fun. Her Wookiee form, when she shows up in that, is when I need her strength. On some of my rescue missions, I need, I'll have somebody who's like trapped in a spaceship and I can't get their seat from the front, and she'll come in and pull it out and take that ET or human and go put it back in our spaceship. So that's when she shows up in her Wookiee self. And the first time I saw her like that, I didn't know who she was. It scared the crap out of me. This big white thing coming into the spaceship, and I was there with a gray hybrid. Her name is Clarice, and she's my medical assistant. And the two of us were in there trying to rescue this guy who had crashed. We'd already rescued the family, but he was the one that was in the worst condition. And we were standing there, and we heard the noise outside, and all of a sudden this white Wookiee came in and pulled that chair out, picked that ET. We thought we were going to have to hook the spaceship up to our spaceship and take it home. We didn't think he would survive it, but anyway. So we were standing back there hiding when he came in, or when she came in to get this. And then we went out and followed and went, oh my gosh, she's going into our spaceship. And there was a family in there. We were worried about them, that this Wookiee was going to get them. But then we stuck over a lot, and then she laid the man down and turned back into a dog. And so,
wow. Anyway. There's so much going on with our animals, you know. Particularly the animals that live with us, our cats and our dogs, and like we have a leopard gecko that has lasted for 25 years.
Wow.
You know? Yeah. Shocking. But it is amazing that they do travel with us at night.
Now, and I have gone to a planet that was all water. And it's almost like we've been on vacation, and they went on vacation with us. They're with me, and we went on that planet. So I thought that was pretty amazing, but yeah.
Yeah. There's Jeff Mara just did a show on a woman we know we've got some really good animal communicators in the tribe and the guides, you know, here with Mark and Debbie and a lot of different people. But But this woman had studied particularly cats and was very tied in with the Lyrans and how the cats communicate with us and what they want and their purpose and how they look at things and how some of them are healers. I never think about that. Well, I guess
knew,
I do. Huh?
Yeah, I had seen that cats controlled your energy of your house or changed the energy of your house. I had always seen that, but when I saw her show too, and I thought it was extremely interesting because she talked about they're healers too. And then I realized when I broke my ankle, my cat tried to keep laying on my broken ankle, and I'm just going, "It hurts, get off!" But I didn't realize that, and I thought she was extremely interesting. Her show went up the same day I was on with Jeff Maher. If y'all ever go back and look at her show, and I was talking about the lyrics, and so when we went on, before he went on, or maybe even on the show, Jeff was going, "Is there some kind of coincidence that I'm just putting up a cat show and you're coming on to talk about the Lyrans?" And I said, "You'll understand when I start talking about them, why this is becoming so important now, because the Lyrans are here." What is that, Laurie, Terry? I heard a video that said about why our animals are changing so much. It involves the blue light energies and the polariums here that are helping with the changes. Yeah. Thanks, Laurie.
Wow. I love that. Yeah. Thank you, Laurie.
Yeah, but I thought it was interesting because the Lyrans, just made their presence, or told me how they're present, sitting beside each one of us right now. They're here. And it was just amazing that that she was on the show. And actually, I just emailed her this morning asking her if she'd come on here. So I haven't heard back. I hope she does.
I was thinking the same thing when she was talking. I was like, Gail, I hope Gail has her on again. And I was like, I want to have her on too. But I could see you two having a lot of fun together. Yeah.
Because she was really I could tell she was holding back about the Lyrans. So I let her know that she could come on here and talk all about the Lyrans she wanted. She'd be in the perfect space for that.
Yeah. Yeah. She was quite interesting. Yeah. So definitely their energy is changing with the blue light. I love that, Lori. And I feel like as we ascend, they ascend, and probably they are already there, right? And we are too on some dimension. We're already there. We're just remembering it in this lifetime and this expression in a human body. We are starting to remember. Yeah. 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 And that makes a lot of sense because you having that hula hoop or the sombrero. I think we should all start activating that and just
I know it's a sombrero with all those little balls hanging off.
Oh, I love a pom-pom. Love a pom-pom.
That's right.
Yeah, because that's important. I mean, those visualizations to have for me are really important because I'm a really visual learner.
Me too.
So, yeah, it helps a lot to be able to see things like that. And as we walk around with it, we do activate it. When we remember it, then it is so.
Yeah,
because it's our new story. So
I'm just gonna have to find out more about this because I know this probably is important information for everybody else. Because I have a feeling we all have it. It's just been shown. I've just seen it, and I'm not sure why I've been the one that's been seeing or saw it. As I said, I just missed it at first, but I keep seeing it over and over and over again. So I know it's important. So I think we might be all getting ready to see our rotating chakras above our head.
It makes a lot of sense.
Our big hula hoop halo.
It does make a lot of sense. I love it. And we are the center of the universe, right? We're the center of our own universe because we are little creators. So, or maybe not so little, right? I think that's where we all want to be.
Yeah. All right. Are y'all ready to answer some questions? I'm tied here.
Yes, ma'am.
Looks like we got quite a few. Susie. All right. Thanks, Susie. There's Damaris. Hi, everyone. I would love a message from whomever has one to give. I feel something big is about to happen. My 60th birthday is coming up soon, and I feel it. But what and from where? Oh, what and from what kind of thing? What big things coming up? Oh my gosh, Damaris. my question to you is, when is it something big coming up for you? You're so connected. Um, but I'm going to pull a card from my animal spirits. Where have I got it? Animal spirit. Deck. This is one that Danny Shea gave to me when I started doing shamanic journeys. He sent these to me, and so I decided I was going to pull out of those today. And he is coming on Wednesday. We're going to be talking about aliens and all galactic creatures and all sorts of things. So he will be here Wednesday.
I love that.
Well, we've been talking about it for months.
I love him. He's so fun.
Yeah.
Danny Shea. So when I first saw this, Tamaris, I was thinking about Jupiter and your Venus. So I'm not an astrologer, but those two planets popped in. So I don't know where they're headed, but I would ask, and here pops up Val, Illumination Portal, a master astrologer in the chat. So I would definitely have somebody look at that, where they're at, because I feel like you've got some sort of a return coming in. And but I pulled some cards for you, and I got the I am presence. So that's exactly what we've been talking about, is activating our creator within us. So it says light body activation, accessing the divine within. So I feel like you're in for a big awakening. And then you get the Venetian Galactic Council.
Oh, wow.
So something with Venus and Jupiter is what's coming in for me. Star being guides, answer the call, time to shine. So I don't know if you've met somebody or somebody's in your life already that has kind of activated something, or, sometimes we walk down the street and we see somebody and we're just like, boom, we just kind of remember things. So
that's good. All right. Ready? Terry, done?
Yep.
Okay. All right, Damaris, I pulled the zebra out of this deck. And what it says about the zebra is there are eclectic creative visionaries. And it says to bring it about some epic adventures on your way. Okay. So you're right. Something big is coming. When you're in balance, you're worldly, enthusiastic, fashion forward. When out of balance, you're jaded and pouty and vain. That's the zebra. But to me, right now, it says this card may be a hint to pack your bags. So I don't think it's a physical pack your bags. I think this is a adventure that you're getting ready to happen. I think you're just going up like let me see. I think it's some new gifts or something that's coming into play on this. Yeah. Damaris, you're just getting ready to open up. That third eye is just going wild. It's getting ready to really open up, and I'm getting a huge yes on that. So you are the zebra. You're in for ready to pack your bags and go to the next level. So get ready for the information that's getting ready to come into you, Damaris. And I think you're supposed to be sharing this with us. Yes. You need to be prepared to share this with us.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to hear about it, Damaris.
Me too, because this is big. Well, she's extremely connected, so I wouldn't expect anything really less from her, but I think this is going to be even much larger. So, yeah, wow. Damaris, not physically pack your bags, but metaphorically pack your bags and hang on, because your life's about to change.
I heard somebody talking about this a couple of weeks ago. I think it might have been Debbie Freeberg, but she was talking about, or maybe it was Kim, and they were talking about, always having your backpack ready for emergencies, earthquakes, whatever, right. Floods. And they said, now it's your spirit backpack. So keep your bag packed and ready to roll.
In fact, when they're talking about that, I'm from the South, and we usually, only time we are packing our bags is when hurricanes come. Yeah. Since I've been in California, I've got to have my backpack for fires, for not the snows. Well, it can be the snow, because it can be your electricity goes out, and for earthquakes, landslides, there's all these things that you have to have your backpack for. And I just have never experienced that except for hurricanes in the South. So that's been a big mind change for me here. So I always have a bag. Now I have to change it from summer to winter.
Yeah. Yeah. We do every year. I've got a bag packed.
I do.
over
So
there in my
what are
closet.
y'all worried about?
We have here in the Midwest, we don't get tornadoes usually in the city, but they are around us.
Yeah.
And I'm just ready. I mean, I'm ready if the power goes out. I have solar lights and, ways to heat the house. I don't have ways to cool the house. So, but yeah. And then I've got stuff in the car always, water, blankets.
Yeah, I always have stuff in the car because there's so much snow here. I always have that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, okay, looks like Jill has a question. Hi, Dr. Gail. Life is crazy right now. Any helpful message from my guides? Okay. Let's see, Jill, what we got here. Want to go ahead, Terry? You have something? Or let me go.
Yeah. They're talking about somebody's coming in saying, "You are my sunshine," that song.
Oh, I want that song for me.
I do too. I want that one. And it's
cards.
And they're kind of looking at your solar plexus chakra. So just abiding in how you feel right now. Like, what is it that you're feeling? Honoring your authentic self. If you're scared about something, honoring it, looking at it, being aware of it. If you're happy about something, if you're sad about something, and giving yourself the peace of mind that you can just lay down and take a nap if you need to. Giving yourself the peace of mind that you can go have fun if you want to.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. All right. I'm pulling out the Starseed Oracle deck. And the big thing here I get is let yourself be seen. And it's the courageous peony. So I don't know what's going on with you, Jill, but you're multifaceted. You have a unique nature, but it's basically let yourself be seen. So I'm getting, and when you said the solar plexus, that hit me as then there's something that she's not confident about because she is unique. She's different. And she's been hiding it, and she doesn't like people seeing who that is. And this is telling you it's time. Everybody's going to accept you. Don't be afraid. Go ahead and let yourself be seen. And especially if you're taking on something new, which I'm not sure if that is something, I think not necessarily something that you're taking on you. It's just like, you just need to let yourself be seen. You need to let yourself out. And one of my favorite cards in here is about being seen, and also about it's okay to be a little different. It's okay to not be of the normal. And I think you're trying to fit yourself in the box and everybody let you see that you're normal. And no, just let yourself be seen. You're going to be a lot happier if you let yourself be seen.
I love that. Yeah, I love that. I'll take that too.
Yeah, I think probably all of us are here like that because we are not of the normal. We're all star seeds or hybrids, and we are a little different. So we found a little pack here.
Yeah.
So,
we have lots of stars and planets out there.
Yeah. Do you have anything else, Terry, to add to that?
When you were saying that, I just let your light shine. That was the next song that came in.
Oh, well, you were saying you are my sunshine.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. All right, there you go, Jill. All right. Yeah, Eddie Bear, shine, Jill. That's cute. Okay. Hey, Eddie Bear, better question. Am I a galactic representative of Earth working with incoming galactics? Oh, that's a good question, Andy Bear. Are
That's
you
right.
a galactic representative? I immediately want to say yes, but let me see. And you're working with yeah, getting a huge yes, that. Yes. You definitely are. You are the welcoming committee is what I hear.
Yeah.
Huge that you are the welcoming committee, Andy Bear. So the answer would be yes.
Yeah. It's so interesting, and I feel like she's in a group too. I can
I
see
know.
like a circle.
Yeah, I see her actually. Like there's the, and I'm not sure if this is, it's just a representation of this. Like there's a cave, and she's going next, next, next.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. There's oh, she says happy tears. Aw. Yeah. Yeah, she has so much energy. I pulled a card for you. It was star being healing codes. So I can really see you coming in, and anybody that needs say if somebody comes in and they need to recharge also, and not just star beings coming in, but people coming into the planet as well.
Yeah, because I'm seeing
Mhm.
these when she's directing to the caves, and they look human, so they could be humans, and they can be people who look human, or extraterrestrial friends or galactic friends are coming in their human form that she's directing into the cave.
Yeah, that's beautiful. She says, I am a light being. I just found out.
Oh, well, that makes
100%.
yeah, that totally makes sense.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right, all right, next. All right, hey Ginger Sky. Hi, what soul group, star family do I belong? Am I a certain star race or a hybrid or a human? Oh, Ginger Sky, you were really wanting some information there. I can try to get a little, sometimes that takes a longer session to figure all that out, but let me see what I can get immediately. Um, let's see if I can get well, you're definitely belong to a star family, and I get a big yes to that. And I mean, first thing I saw was Lyran, then Palladian, but those two, um, as I have said in the past, Lyrans are the hardest ones to distinguish because their planet or their solar system, whatever, was destroyed and taken over by the reptilians. So they went to different planets or different star systems, and one of the big ones was the Palladians, the Pleiades, and so they took on the traits of the Palladians. So let me see if you're a Lyran or a Palladian. So I've narrowed it down to those two. Is she a Lyran?
Yeah.
She's a Lyran. Is that
That's
what
what
you're
I'm
getting?
too. Yeah.
Yeah, she's a Lyran.
Definitely, Lauren. And um, and you've been. I feel like you kind of been around, Ginger Sky.
I think
I feel
she
like this is your first rodeo.
yeah, she
So
resided. She did reside in the Pallades, and so she has picked up those traits. So, Ginger Sky, you are a Lyran, but you just have so many Palladian. So somebody's going to get mixed up when they're reading you. If they say you're a Palladian, it's just because you're demonstrating those traits, which is very common. And I want to see. I kind of feel like you're a hybrid. Let me see. Yes, you're a hybrid. And yeah, that's huge. You are a hybrid. So did it get everything?
yeah, she says I'm struggling with a sense of belonging.
You will just struggle. And Ginger Sky, that means, and I went through this whole year that I've been in Mount Shasta. I've been here 2 years now, and this has been my part. It's because I have the sense of not belonging, and I had to learn how to ground to be part of Earth. And you're going to have to do that. You're going to have to find the beauty in Earth, and you're going to have to connect. And my biggest connection was when I did start doing shamanic journeys, and going into the underworld helped me connect better. But I did have a shaman help me start doing those kind of journeys. So you might want to seek out help from a shaman. If you need the names of two, you can email me at drgail.starseed@gmail.com, and I can give you the name of two. But that did help me really connect with Earth a lot more when I started doing those journeys. So I think Ginger Sky, that will benefit you. I'm getting all these huge yeses from this, Ginger Sky, is that you just need to connect to Earth to keep you grounded. It's not going to say that you're going to ever not want to get off planet, because you are an off planet being, but that's going to help you a lot to enjoy being here.
That's beautiful.
That was a lot, Ginger. All right, next. Hey, Trancing with Spirit. If possible, I love a message from the Council of Nine. Thank you so much. You go ahead and take this, Terry.
Okay. So they're Trancing with Sky. They're talking about your group, and that you work a lot in spirit. But they're also talking about having your group here. I don't know if you've already formed it. Solar light upgrade. So we get the solar plexus chakra again. So shining your light here on the planet and making it available to others, not just to yourself. Like we talked, who did we talk to? Not Ginger Sue. I can't remember who it was about that. And a crown chakra upgrade. So your lights, like you're blowing up out here, but make sure that you find somebody around you too.
Cracked open.
Oh yeah.
It's exactly it. Cracked open. And it's saying rock bottom, surrender to the alchemy of life. So yeah, you've just hit where it's time. You've cracked open. You're at the place to start moving from the rock bottomed up. I mean, exactly what Terry was talking about. Yeah. So there you go, Trance in the Spirit. It's time to move on up. Hypnicity. Good morning, Terry and Dr. Gail. Looking for a message from my ET guide, Joshua, please. Okay. Joshua, let's see what you want me to pull from.
Hypnicity. I just went to a cover band concert last night. David Bowie, and they're saying, "Let's dance." So put on your red shoes and dance the blues.
Yeah.
Is what's coming in, and they're talking about being active and whatever that means. You know, if you can't be active physically, okay, I'll pull some cards on that. But
I'm considering too. I'm gonna look this one up because I got the pentagram. Look at that card; it's pretty.
Wow.
But it says harmony, protection, and idealism. So I'm going to look further up on that one. Pentagram. That's I'm not even sure I've pulled that card ever before. It says the pentagram contains layers of meanings. Let's see, it's describing it. It represents the 4 elements of life, and the ether spirit element with the most important top area. Okay, so it's talking about your spirit and your direct link to all the elements. Oh wow. So this one is connecting. Okay, and it's talking about all the facets. It's talking about your health, your well-being, about your human body, and then it's also talking about your spirit. So I feel like this is talking about you're needing to balance everything. Let's see. Oh, okay. And it's talking about doing some shadow work. The shadow self typically emerges during early childhood and progressively manifests if not integrated. So, and then also it says facing and owning our shadow self aspects can be challenging, even painfully so initially, and it requires self-awareness, humility, and accountability while also forgiving ourselves. So this is shadow work is the true test of self-love. True core healing always contains huge elements of shadow work. Wow. So this is balancing. So I'm getting the idea that you need to be doing some shadow work here for that last point of self-healing or self-recognition, and actually really loving your own self, hypnicity. And I think in the past you have said you're doing some shadow work.
Yeah.
So anyway, I think this is an affirmation of keep on doing that, because it looks like to me that's the point that you're needing to work on right now.
So, yeah. I guess
that was a lot.
It was a lot.
I've never pulled this card before.
I've never pulled this card before. So, and it sounds really weird for you. At first, I was going to throw it away, but I was listening to what you said, and it's jealousy, relationship. So there might be somebody around you that's a little bit jealous, but usually this pertains to ourselves and our inner heart, and doing that shadow work. And I think this is something as a group that a lot of us are going through, because I sure do right now, that things keep popping up because there's still a few things that we need to release
Right.
to move on to the next dimension. And just some things that we have to tweak, and we think, oh my God, I've done therapy, I've done spiritual work, I've done everything. What the heck is that?
So
I mean,
it's the layers. You're getting down. You got rid of that layer. Okay, here comes the next layer. Here comes the next layer.
yeah,
So,
yeah,
that's what it is. So you're in the right direction, hypnotically, but they're just saying go ahead, and apparently it's something really tough that you're working on right now, or need to be working on right now.
yeah, yeah. That's progress. That's a FGO right there.
Okay. All right. Next. All right. Hey, Tina. Hey, Dr. Gail and Terry. Any message from my ET guides, ancestors, or spirit animal guides? Thank you. Okay. Go ahead, Terry. I'm going to pull out of my animal spirit guides. It's got animals there.
They're showing me a jewel, and it's like a diamond, and so they want you to recognize that your heart, you are a jewel, Tina, and how beautiful you are, and again, as everybody's getting today, let that shine. Let's see, I'll pull a card for you, and this one's popping out to play.
I've got the turtle for her.
Yeah, I've got healing. So when you're feeling emotional, follow your thoughts to see what your emotions are showing you. So healing emotions, and that's at number 10. So that's coming full circle.
Oh, yeah.
I think we're getting a lot of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, the turtle, and this is a lot of her personality, is an ancient soul, grounded, trusting, at home in the self. The turtle energy is behind all great writers and storytellers. So I think that's very interesting, Tina. I'm not sure if you're a great storyteller or a writer. I think I need the turtle. I've been struggling with my book for years now. The most potent turtle energy helps us close all the other books and begin to tell our own true tale. And I know, Tina, you've been struggling a lot with what's going on with you, but this right now is asking you to close the book on some of these things and start moving forward. And anyway, this is a big thumbs up or whatever to say, close the book on these old things, start moving forward. Oh, I am working on ancestral wound healing. Okay. Yeah, that's good. So anyway, it's saying close the book on these things. So thank goodness you are. So I'm thinking you're getting ready to close the book on some of these things so you can move forward, so you're not as stuck as you have been. Go ahead, Terry. I know you had more.
Well, no, now I'm rereading that and thinking that makes so much sense. That because you've got all sorts of energy around it, so it's definitely working. And you have that beautiful golden white light that we were talking about, that Solaris healing light. So love that.
Okay, I'm getting that you're ready to close the door. You're just not doing it. That's what I'm getting, Tina. I'm not sure what doors you're supposed to close, but it looks like you're ready to do it, and you're just not taking the action to do it. You're needing to take the action to do it. You know it in your mind. You know it in your heart. You need to take the action. So there you go. That was the last message that just came in.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Next. Hey, Fine and Phoenix. I'd like a message from Spirit, please. Okay. Spirit. Yay. I've dropped my cards 3 times. So I'm going to do something to do that today. I'm going, am I not supposed to use that deck, or what's going on with that?
Right? Yeah. Oh, Hypnicity. We are stardust. We are golden. I love that. Yeah. Oh, Tina said she's been feeling a crown on her head too.
Oh, okay. Now, I wonder if you're going to have a hula hoop you see soon. A hula hoop of chakras. That's what I'm going to name it. Hula hoop of chakras.
Right. And Fine and Phoenix, they're showing me like a pizza pan, and it has all the chakras on it. And it's like, I don't know if you're working with healing energy or Reiki, but and they're saying you can put that on your head now. Like Dr. Gail has. Oh, so you're having a huge awakening with that. So the Temple of Truth. So things are getting ready to break apart or open up, rather. Throat chakra. Yeah, authenticity and self-expression.
Well, I got star bathing, and this actually is saying light body crystal grid transmission activation. Your star body is being active. I mean, your body is being activated by star bathing. So go out at night a little bit. I don't know what the weather's like. Fine. Oh, you're in Phoenix. Go out in the weather. No, go outside and look at the stars and do some star bathing, because this is going to help your crystal grid transmission and activation. The activation is coming in big time. But I can see you going outside and looking up at the stars, and all of a sudden you're getting bombarded with this transmission, and all of a sudden an activation is going to happen. You don't need to do it every night. It looks like to me it's only like a one night thing, but you need to go out there and stand out among the stars, or even take a blanket out there and lay out among the stars.
It's amazing energy. It's kind of like water, but it's not. It's like amniotic fluid or something, coming in. So beautiful, flying in Phoenix.
Yeah, I'm going to want the picture of the amniotic fluid.
Yeah, I know. I said that. I was like, about cerebral.
Okay, all right. Hey, Janet, I received a few downloads the last week. Can they tell me what they're about? Well, we're going to try to work on that, but a lot of it, the downloads are being settled in by February, and as I said, they'll be implemented by May. But let's see if we can hone in on to what those are. For some reason, I'm seeing you doing cards. Janet, are you a card reader? Or are you doing something with cards? Because I'm getting a big yes on that you're something to do with cards. A huge yes on that. So Janet, are you in the chat? Can you tell me if you are working with cards, or maybe even taking a class, or cards? It looks like cards are your thing, or should be your thing. You can go ahead, Terry. I can wait for her answer in the.
Okay. Sure. I'm getting the Orion activation, supernova, recreation, renewal.
She's thinking about it. Okay, go ahead.
Oh, she's thinking about doing that. Yeah. You've got a big portal opening coming in. So, don't worry about it. Just let it acclimate right now, because this is us, right? We're here, and all this is coming in all around you. There's so much energy. So just let it acclimate and rest with it, kind of float with it, surrender to it. But yeah, you're getting a lot of big energy in. And, it's funny that you said February and then by May, because that corresponds with all the planets too.
Yeah, you told me that last time we were on, because I had on my Solaris Healing Center, I had been getting several people who were having issues, and especially with that blue light that came in on those 3 Saturdays in November. And so I, was reading on it, and everybody, it seemed like it was going to settle in February, and then by May, it was going to be implemented, which I just thought was just really strange. I was getting that message for, several people, not just one, it was several people during that show. And so, and the thing is true with Janet, that it's settling in. That's why she's questioning, and she all of a sudden feels it. And so you need to really start looking at cards, Janet, because I can see you working with cards. So I would suggest you taking a tarot class somewhere. I know Jason Jean has already started a tarot class, but I would start looking and researching that. And I don't know if that's going to be your permanent thing that you can be doing, but I think that's your thing that you can start with. It's learning how to read cards.
Like a gateway. Yeah.
Like a gateway. That's it. It's a gateway.
Yeah.
So there you go, Jen. That's pretty exciting.
It is really exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Cheryl, I would love a message on how to continue my healing after Dr. Gail's treatment last week. I had a lot of improvement and would like to continue on my road to recovery. Thanks. Cheryl, I don't remember because I'm channeling the information. Can you write in there exactly what it was that we're going to read on it. We can read on it, but I really don't remember. I never do. I have to go back and look at the shows because when I'm channeling, I just can't contain all that information. I can't even tell you what stones I'm using at the time. So, Cheryl, can you remind me of? So we're going to go ahead and read on that, but just remind me of what kind of thing that I did to you. I'm sure everybody in the chat's interested in that also. So I'm getting a big yes that you can continue healing. A huge yes. So you want to know how to continue your healing. I'm getting that you don't need to do anything right now. Okay, there's Cheryl. You said I was affected by a spiritual metaphysical group. Okay. Was it actually an attachment, Cheryl, or was it a group? I'm getting that it was an attachment. Okay, if that was what that was, then what you do, Cheryl, is you have to keep your vibration high. And the best way is when you're ever feeling like something's coming in is to start writing a grateful list and physically write it. I'm sitting here reading speakers. You had a cleansing by medical might. Yes. Okay, it was an attachment. Yes, Cheryl, the thing is that you need to, because it's gone, it means your vibration came up and you need to keep it up. So it's not interested in you anymore. And that's the easiest way. So doing positive things for yourself is the best way. And like doing the grateful list, whenever you're feeling something coming in, sit down and start writing. What am I grateful for? You start thinking negative. Start thinking about the things that you're grateful for. Meditating is also a good way to do it. Get out in nature. Just anything that's good for you that increases your vibration. Being here in the chat is a big way. Being in with on YouTube on somebody's channel, Terry's channels, that getting in with this group will raise your vibration. So anything you can do to keep your vibration up means the negative entity will not even be interested in you. They'll look at you and just keep on walking by. Going, no, I don't want that. You have any suggestions?
Yeah, and it's interesting that she said that because I'm feeling it in your forehead, like your third eye, and not just your third eye, but your entire forehead, Cheryl. So it's I love what you said about going in nature, meditating, always grace. Being grateful for something every day raises your vibration so much. What I like to do every morning is call in 33 trillion angels, which some people think is excessive, but it works for me.
I call it Archangel Michael.
Yeah.
33 trillion.
Yeah, and walk with them. Just imagine if you're feeling a little lackadaisical or you're standing in line at the grocery store and you're like, oh, these people are looking at me, blah, 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 blah. Just notice you have a wall of angels behind you. So walk with your angels.
I have so many guys that are awfully crowded.
Yeah. I like keeping a full room.
And so there you go. You're also an easy way if you have pets, just sitting down with a pet and petting it will raise your vibration. So there's all sorts of ways. Anything that makes you feel good. And anytime anybody's going through something awful or terrible at that time, and I used to do this with my dad. I took care of him with when he had dementia for 8 years, and you can't say the things that you're angry about or mad, and people get tired of hearing what you're saying. So I got 2 books when I started. One I called my bitch book, and the other one was my grateful book. So whatever I wanted to get off my chest and complain about, I put it in one book and I hid it to make sure nobody found that one. And then I turn right around and write in my grateful book. And a lot of times they were very similar or the same things. It's just that it really got me through some really tough times with him, this music, just getting it out on paper and turning right around and saying what I was grateful for. So if you're
Yeah,
going through some hard times, that is a great way to get through it.
it is. Yeah, a spew letter.
Yeah.
So I do that all the time. If something happened, you just write every horrible word you want and burn it, crush it, whatever, hide it, you know.
During that time, it was every day.
Yeah,
not, not every day, but I'm just saying there were some tough times. So I would always hide that book. But
yeah.
that is a very good technique for anybody going through any tough times or having a tough day. Because it does get it off your chest, and it's not like you're done with it, but it does lighten you up that you're not thinking about it or thinking as much. And then when you go right to your grateful list and realize some of the things that you're complaining about are also some of the things you're grateful for.
Yeah, yeah. It's an excellent release.
Yeah.
Excellent release. Yeah. And it's interesting because that also works with your brain. It's not just physically, it's not
Right.
just your emotions and your spirit. That's an excellent brain technique.
Yeah. Okay, we have time for one more question. Hey, Jane. Good morning. Do your guys see me selling my house in February at a good price so we can build at my son's in LA? Thank you. Oh my gosh, you're wanting to build at your son's in LA. Well, first off, we're going to have to break this one down. Are you going to be able to sell your house in February? Is what we'll be able to say first. You're getting a yes?
I'm getting a yes, but I'm getting it with some conditions because it's kind of going wobbly on it, Jane.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be. I don't think you're going to sell it in February at a good price. Yeah, that's right. It's the price is the issue.
Yeah.
That's why you're getting the wobbly because it's. So it's the price's issue. You're going to have to decide: do I want to sell in February, or do I want to hold on for the market later? Let me see which one you should do. Should she hold on in the market? We're just saying no. You need to sell. You go sell it, but you can't be fixed on the price because what you're thinking is the right price apparently is not the right price. So it's the price is the issue.
Yeah, it's they're talking about release. So I love what you were talking about with writing things down. So Jane, write down what you want,
right?
And a fair price, and or for the good of all concerned, most beneficial outcome, whatever you want to, whatever caveat you want to put on it.
Well, actually, I'm getting that she's not being realistic of what the market's bearing right now. That's what I'm getting.
Yeah, and we've talked about this before, she and I, and so there's a couple of things that she needs to do, and they're telling me just walk.
Yeah,
just get it done.
Get it done in February. Get gone. Get rid of it.
Yeah, you'll be so light filled, Jane. Oh my God, you're gonna feel great. Yeah. All right. Entertainment only.
All right. Thanks, everyone. Thanks for joining us. Thank you, Terry, for being here as always.
Yeah.
For entertainment purposes only. And thanks, Susie, for your help. Thanks, all moderators, for making it safe. Thank you to all new subscribers and, of course, my old subscribers. And we'll be on in 2 weeks on Terry's channel.
Yep. And please like and subscribe to both channels. So keep us going here. And thank you so much, Dr. Gail and Susie. That was so much fun.
It was. It always flies by.
Yeah, it does. It sure does.
There's Terry's channel. So, all right. Thanks, everybody. We will see you in a couple of weeks. And also, I'll be having Danny Shea on my channel on Wednesday. So join in on there. All right. Thanks. All right. Bye-bye.